What is the interest rate you are getting for cash out refinance?
They're going to be somewhere between the groups that we're working at. I mean, unless you go with the government or local bank, they're going to be somewhere in that between that 4.25% and 6.5%, depending on your how much you're pulling out, depending on how long they've been seasoned, and depending on if you don't want it to show up on your credit and your experience. So that's what we're getting. After 30 days, it's going to be a cash out refi. But again, I showed you there's a hack. There's a way we can show you how to do it without doing a cash out refi as well.
Can you BRRRR in New York?
Yeah, definitely New York. But New York's hard from a standpoint of New York City right now. A lot of investors are wanting to stay away from there because the government is putting in the moratorium. It's really hard for landlords to get paid out there. So there's a perception. I don't own there. At least in New York City, there's a perception that money is fleeing there and doesn't want to be there. It wants to be in Florida. It wants to be in states that aren't as that don't lean as much towards the tenant, but more towards the landlord. Called landlord friendly states like Ohio is landlord friendly.
What advice do you give somebody that has never done anything? How do I start the process, and how do I start the BRRRR?
Well, that's what I'm coming out with this course for, because after you guys take this course, you guys will be more educated than most 20-year professionals who own millions of dollars worth of real estate. Even a lot of my friends who own millions of dollars worth of real estate, the stuff that I'm telling you in the course, they don't know a lot of this stuff, man. So I'm going to show you guys. I mean, you'll know it all by the end of the year. All you got to do is study the course.
Is the course going to be expensive? How much is it?
No, it's not going to be expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not doing this to make money, man. I'm doing it to give back to you guys. Man, I make a lot of money in real estate. And so I want it to be affordable to you guys. And I want it to be very affordable because I want it to change your life. We got somebody actually in the group said just the content in the group that we're giving out is rivaled with some of the courses that he used to sell that were $50,000 courses, or courses he used to take were $50,000 courses. You guys might not believe it, man, but there are people out here who sell courses for 50 grand. And they're not going to be as good as this course that we're going to try to give you for probably, under $1,000, man. It's going to have a lot in it. We're going to give you spreadsheets. We're going to give you everything that we do. I'm not holding anything back because even on YouTube, I try to give you most of the stuff for free. But this is going to be organizing everything for you step by step by step by step by step. My attorney is going to sit here. He's going to tell you how you do it. My CPA, he's going to tell you how you do it. All my best friends that are really even better at me than certain areas, they're going to tell you how to do it.
Can you BRRRR without good credit?
You can listen, brother. When I was bankrupt, I was buying 100-unit complexes coming out of bankruptcy. You can do anything that you put your mind to. But it's easier if you got good credit, because if you don't have good credit, then you got to go find somebody with good credit. I'll tell you guys a little funny story too. My buddy Mac, man, one of my best friends growing up, he used to smoke weed all the time. And I just used to look at him. He'd be high all the time. And, I never smoked weed, and not saying it was bad. I'm not judgment, but so he was the first person I ever knew that like just put stuff together. He'd be like, hey, man, who got half on a dime bag? Somebody be like, I got half. He'd be like, who got the other half? See, he didn't have anything, but he put two people together, and he got in the middle of it. And guess what he got to do? He got to roll a joint. So he got part of it just by bringing the joint rolling skill. So I ain't saying roll joints, but I'm saying if you don't have any credit, if you don't have any money, then you got to either be able to find the deals, you got to be able to manage the deals, you got to be able to manage the construction, you got to be able to do something. And if all you have is the money, you have to find what you're good at, what your strengths are. You got to bring something to the table. You can't just expect to show up at the table with nothing. And so if you take the course, or even if you don't take the course, even if you just come into this group and you listen and you educate yourself. There's a guy named Demont Prather. And Demont, if you watch him, man, I appreciate you so much, man. This guy, he's in jail watching us, man. And I watch, he asks questions, and some people are really like, he's asking questions that some people think are like, you shouldn't ask. And I encourage you to keep asking them. But because I know what it's like to be in prison. I was in prison, guys. And so I know what that's like. But when people are, what I would say is kind of like short or rude with him, he just says, okay, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that in you, man. Hey, so everybody give him a round of applause, man. I appreciate you, brother. I really do. And I'm gonna help you out some way, man, when you get out of jail. if you're not out already. Go back and watch this. We're going to post this. That was the journey I took you on, financial journey. I showed you 2 years in the future how this guy refinanced 32 properties that he was making $32,000 a month on, and he was able to come out and make, what was it, $80,000 a month, $80,000 a month. Plus, he was able to make another $1.7 million minus his expense of $1.4 million on the backside. That's the power of leverage. So you're in a really good spot, and I want you, actually, man, I would love to sit down and do a call with you and show these people your journey, because I don't want them to just see me. I want them to show you, you tell them how you did it and how long it took you to do it. And if you were to do it over again, get to 32 doors, how long it would take you with your experience that you know now. So I don't know who that was, but thank you for that info, guys. Hey, man, look, thanks for joining us, man, as always. You know, you guys make sure you go over there. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're not, go on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. TikTok, man, we got all kinds of stuff we're dropping, and we want to see you crush it. 5 years from now, you're going to be a millionaire retired, and you're going to be giving back. So we appreciate you guys. You guys have an awesome week. Sure, you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, Nate Barger on YouTube, and hit the bell, and you'll be notified on any new videos that come out.